beginning our journey with church leadership and administration. As we begin this journey, there's something you need to consider for any ministry or church that you lead, and that is a couple of the guiding documents that every church needs. According to J. William Bergiel, he was a director of missions in Tennessee. He made this statement that really resonates for me. Every church needs a well-written constitution to give identity to the body, to give consistent direction in policy and practice, to give expression to doctrine and belief, and to protect the congregation. So what we're going to do in this first unit of our course is we're going to figure out, what do you need in regard to a constitution and bylaws? What do you need in regard to incorporation? And what do you need in regard to policy and procedures? Okay, those three things deal with the church organizational manual. You're going to see this free resource that's a PDF file within the course for you to download and help you as you craft a constitution and bylaws, articles of incorporation, policy, and procedures. Many of us go to serve in a local church and are not aware of what the church constitution or their bylaws, whether they're incorporated or not, or what their policy and procedures may state. So this section, this unit, is going to help you just walk through briefly understanding what a constitution is, what bylaws mean for a congregation. It's also going to walk you through what it really looks like to be incorporated. There are different opinions in regard to articles of incorporation, but I want to remind you of two things about a constitution and bylaws that are crucial for this conversation. They are legal documents. So if your church is found to have any problems, if there is a dispute over property, they're going to go to the constitution and bylaws. If there's a dispute over church membership, someone says, you don't have the authority to dismiss me, what they're going to look like, go to is the bylaws. Bylaws talk about how you receive a staff, how you dismiss a staff member for ministry. They're going to talk about how you receive members, and they're going to talk about how you also remove members from the church record. They're going to talk about who are officers of the church, who are the trustees. These are very legal documents, and most of us don't even look at them unless there's a problem. When there is a problem, it's going to be too late. Because unfortunately, we are living in a society that is suing people. Churches are found to be negligent. Sometimes the church's bylaws, the last approved document is from 10, 20, 30 years ago, or someone can't even find the minutes that show when the document was approved. The minutes that show when the document was updated are not there. So the default is the bylaws before that if you don't have the evidence of when you updated your bylaws. So this is going to really help you. It's going to also walk you through the disadvantages of being unincorporated, the advantages of being unincorporated, the disadvantages of being incorporated, disadvantages of not. And so as you walk through this, it's going to help you deal with the incorporation conversation because there are many methods of thought in regard to that. All of us need a policy and procedures manual that helps us walk through what does it mean to deal with the responsibilities we have from a business standpoint, from financial, from an employee. And so it's just a big conversation that we have to have. Do you know it goes all the way back to recorded writing systems as early as 3,500 to over 5,500 years ago? So when we start dealing with the idea of covenant, policy and procedures manual, when we start dealing with worship and traditions, you go back to bylaws and doctrinal statements, because the reality is we have been for a long period of time in the history of the world of dealing with these types of issues, and sometimes we don't think of those to that level in the work of the church. And so it's just going to help you realize that, articles of incorporation say our church exists in this part of the world for this reason, and it lets everybody take note of your existence. It also, from a bylaw standpoint, says this is what we believe as a body of believers. This is our doctrinal statement. This is what we affirm. This is what we believe about church membership. This is what we believe about the work of the church. This is how we're going to receive ministerial staff. This is how we're going to receive church members, etc. And so it's going to be a very important journey for you to be aware of these documents in any ministry God calls you to, in any place that you serve. And so I hope that you'll be a quick study, as this unit's just going to overview all of that for you.